Education's top role. We speak to veteran educator, administrator, and now acting deputy superintendent, Dr. Barbara Adamas.
From your variety cats and dogs, chickens, and even a turtle, pets of all kinds were blessed at a local Catholic school in honor of a timeless tradition. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama with more from GDOE coming up.
Good evening in Hafaday, Guam. This is KUAM News Primetime. Thank you so much for watching our live stream or watching us on KUAM TV. I'm Jason Salas, and these are tonight's top stories. Well, a federal judge, it seems, has sided with a former University of Guam staffer in a key procedural ruling, keeping his lawsuit moving forward. Norman Analista, the current public information officer for GPD, who previously worked at UOG as a program director, first filed his verified complaint in December 2024, accusing the university and President Dr. Anita Enriquez of wrongful termination, discrimination, and defamation. UOG did respond with a motion to dismiss, but before the court could rule, Analista filed an amended complaint on March 7th, adding 8 members of the UOG Board of Regents and clarifying that they were being sued in their official capacities. By way of a recent court order, Judge Michael Berdalio of the District Court of Guam denied UOG's request to strike this updated filing and granted Analista permission to amend his complaint. The judge found no evidence of bad faith or delay and said the case is still in its early stages, meaning UOG would not be unfairly affected by the changes. As a result, Analista's amended complaint will stand as the official version of the lawsuit going forward, and the University of Guam now has 21 days to respond. Guam's finest, the Guam Police Department arrested 7 individuals in connection with a theft and property damage case reported in central Guam. Just before 11 a.m. Sunday, officers responded to a damaged property call along Route 15 across from Hawaiian Rock in Mangilao, with 3 suspects initially detained and 4 more later located and then taken into custody. Those arrested have been identified as following: 62-year-old Benjamin Taitano, 54-year-old Carl Cabrera, 28-year-old Laura Julatan, 61-year-old Benjamin Pangilinan, 60-year-old Anthony Pangilinan, 55-year-old James Pangilinan, and 50-year-old Ryan Ray Santasablan, all of whom are residents of GDOE. Police say the first 6 were booked for theft of property over $1,000, criminal mischief, criminal trespass, and conspiracy. Sablan faces those same charges with an additional count of resisting arrest. Authorities say portions of the incident were caught on video and circulated by way of social media. A pair of vehicles belonging to the suspects were found with stolen items, which have since been returned to their owner. All 7 were booked and confined at the Department of Corrections. To education headlines now, a temporary campus for the Simon Sanchez High School Sharks at the Guma As Atdas property is making major progress tonight. At a recent Guam Housing Corporation meeting, President Edith Pangilinan announced that a memorandum of agreement has now been completed following input and edits from both the GAC and the Guam Department of Education's legal counsel. The proposed usage continues to call for the usage of 10 acres of already developed GAC property, which includes a pair of apartment buildings, a parking lot, and land adjacent to FB Leongaro Middle School. The apartment buildings are expected to be renovated for use as classrooms, administrative offices, counseling and nursing space, as well as storage. An additional 20 classrooms will also be constructed. GHC has requested a retracement survey to confirm the boundaries of the designated parcel, which has been approved by the Department of Land Management following a cost estimate. For the time being, Pangilinan says GDOE is preparing to amend the MOA, confirming that the retracement survey will come at no cost to the GEC, with any associated expenses to be borne by the Guam Department of Education. And we are going to stay with education headlines now as our series on the applicants for the Guam Department of Education's leadership role continues, with tonight spotlighting veteran educator and administrator Dr. Barbara Adamas, who now serves as the largest agency in GovGuam's deputy superintendent.
Dr. Barbara Adamas currently serves as acting Deputy Superintendent of Educational Support and Community Learning at the Guam Department of Education, where, among other responsibilities, she oversees leadership, compliance, accreditation, and program coordination. Her career began in the classroom as a language arts teacher at John F. Kennedy High School, where she taught for 2 decades before moving into administration, first as an assistant principal, then principal for 12 years. Now, with 36 years at GDOE, Adamas is seeking the agency's top role, superintendent.
I have that heart. I believe it's my calling to be superintendent.
That heart, she says, is grounded in experience as both educator and administrator. Over the years, she helped shape language arts curriculum, ensuring continuity across grade levels, and led JFK's temporary move to the T10 campus during its 2009 rebuild.
I assisted in helping the school move from GW to the Teason facility and then kind of bring a sense of normalcy for the 2 years that we were there. At the same time, assisting with the rebuild of the JFK campus.
She's since carried that experience into system-wide initiatives, from school maximization to campus openings and pairings. She's also helped ensure schools were inspected and ready to open on time. When it comes to right-sizing, Adamas emphasizes the balance between data and community input. Adamas also has her sights on GDOE being a strong fiscal steward.
And ensure that we are not only obligating the money, but that we are following that procurement process, encumbering all the way down to liquidating, and that we have a check and balance system in place, and that we do hold each other accountable.
Looking ahead, she says her goal is to lead with purpose, drawing on the many roles she once held within the department.
It's going to be anchored by our student achievement, empowering our educators, and building in the trust that the community has for us. I'm dedicated to our student learning in safe, clean, and positive environments, and I believe that all students deserve a quality education.
Well, that was our Destiny Cruz Langus reporting, of course, in which her story mentioned Teason. And over there this morning, some young starfish from one of the island's charter schools stepped up and took it upon themselves to take a stand together against bullying.
Who says you need to be an upperclassman to take charge and make a difference for your peers? A group of stellar sophomore starfish took the lead this morning at Guam Academy Charter School, performing a skit they wrote about the dangers of bullying.
What? It took us a week to practice. We had to get down our line straight.
So, some people see school as like a second home, or they want to see school as a second home. Well, most of the time, they can deal with different hardships here at school. And then we're just sending out the message that it's never good to add on to any people's problems.
What started out as a sketch comedy about power checking a new student over a girl turned serious when the youngster admitted home troubles. This led to empathy, a group apology, and embracing the kid for shared hardships. The strong statement resonated with all grade levels.
Dude, I feel bad. His dad passed away. Because his mom is very unemployed. His mom is unemployed? Hey, I think we should go apologize.
With October being Bullying Prevention Month, these starfish demonstrated by their actions and their message why understanding is critical.
We wanted it to be funny so everyone can enjoy and not make it feel like it's lame. But at the same time, we wanted to have like a deep meaning to it.
It reminds us to stand together against bullying and to build a school where everyone feels safe, respected, and included. By wearing blue, we are showing that we choose to be kind, we choose to respect others, and we choose to stand up for what is right.
And while their routine was at a student assembly, they realized the broader impact for other schools throughout the island.
Never judge a book by its cover, guys. To all the schools out there. Yes, sir. Never judge a book by its cover.
They'll also wear blue throughout the month, with the third Wednesday of October being Unity Day, where we'll all wear orange to stand against mistreatment in all its forms.
Wearing blue means we choose kindness, respect, and unity. Thank you to our sophomore class for your skit reminding us to be kind.
Our message is just know that there's people at home that really struggles, but when they come to school, they all smile. They hide that. So all I'm gonna say is spread kindness, because not that much people really do that nowadays.
So bravo, starfish. Job well done. And most importantly, thank you, and Sidus Masi, for stepping up.
It's all about love, It's all about.
That was truly some exceptional young people there. Great job once again by the starfish. All right, and on that note, we are going to take our first commercial break. Please stay with us.
want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
It's happened. The gold mine of McDonald's chicken has been struck. Added to your snack wrap and McCrispy and made for dipping. It's special edition gold sauce. It's happened. The gold mine of McDonald's chicken has been struck. Added to your snack wrap and McCrispy and made for dipping. It's special edition gold sauce.
Welcome back to Primetime, everybody. Students, families, alumni, and pets of all kinds gathered up north at Santa Barbara Catholic School in Dedido last Friday for a time-honored tradition for the Catholic community, a pet blessing in honor of St. Francis Assisi's love for animals. Matsuki Hirayama has more on what the celebration was all about.
From your usual companions like dogs and cats, to unconventional ones like chickens and even a turtle. Pets of all kinds were blessed at Santa Barbara Catholic School in Dedido for a timeless tradition in honor of St. Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of animals. The pet blessing and prayer was led by Deacon Romy Hernandez.
And all the pigeons want to. The pigeons? Yes. Do you know all their names? No.
No name. Chicken.
And of course we bless.
Chicken.
There's more chicken.
The blessing is part of celebrations for the season of creation observed by the Catholic community every year. Faith Formation Director Mario Tesoro explains the significance.
And it's so important because it's celebrating that these pets, they're companions in our journey and they have a place in creation. And it's a reminder of our call to be stewards of God's creation on earth and just, reminding us that everyone has a place in creation.
8th graders Giovanna and Kyra Verango are sisters. They share why they brought their poodle named Stella.
Maybe to get her in the presence of God.
Yeah. And for you?
So that, the same things. She can feel the presence of God and so that she can be blessed for all the animal years of her life.
Meanwhile, others had a simpler reason.
They're very naughty.
It was also a fun day for the students after lessons who got a rare chance to bring their pets to school and see what cool pets their friends have, all while honoring the precious bond between human and animal.
All right. Natsuki Hirayama reporting again. Good job, Suki. In other news tonight, a former Guam resident has been named Firefighter of the Year for the Southern Nevada Engine Program, recognized for his grit and heart on the front lines of America's most dangerous blazes. Jonah Goncharfris has more.
I definitely was shocked. Felt accomplished with that because it was a tough year. I was only home three days to a week at a time.
He's a son of Guam whose drive to serve took him beyond our shores, straight into the front lines of America's toughest wildfires. 28-year-old Jeremy Flores, a former island resident, has been recognized as Firefighter of the Year for the Southern Nevada Engine Program under the Bureau of Land Management.
This year I got hired as a seasonal, which we only worked throughout the summer for the fire season. And then, I just got offered a perm position. Hopefully it goes through, but with the shutdown, I'm not sure.
Flores is part of a Type 2 hand crew, roughly 20 men and women trained for grueling missions that can stretch for weeks in dangerous conditions.
We're federally funded, so we're part of the Bureau of Land Management, and we are in charge, not in charge, but we are basically, our coverage ground is the whole Southern Nevada, because there's a bunch of different districts here.
They're the boots on the ground in the nation's wildland firefighting efforts, building containment lines, cutting brush, and protecting lives and property.
There's a bunch of these guys here. They all have families. They all been through it. They've been doing this job for a while, so they just talk to me how to process it, how to, pass time. Just know that you're doing it for a reason. And you with this job, you do feel like you're doing it for a reason, because you're not only helping yourself, your family, you're helping out communities, you're helping towns, wildlife. So you also feel accomplished at the same time.
It's a demanding life, one that tests endurance, heart, and willpower. But through it all, Flores says the lessons he's learned growing up on Guam, hard work, faith, and family keep him grounded.
Yes, I would like to, say thank you to my family, my grandma, my mom, my sisters, my brother, my wife, my kid, and the whole Southern Nevada BLM crew. Because without all of them, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
From the Pacific to the Nevada desert, his story is one of courage and commitment, showing that no matter how far you go, the spirit of Guam continues to burn bright. For his leadership and service, Flores stands as proof that island pride can carry you even through the fiercest fires. Jonah Goncharfris, KUAM News.
And in business headlines, Guam's premier hotels came together for a one-of-a-kind dining experience at the Ultimate Island Brunch, an event organized by PHR Club Guam and hosted at Hotel Nico, Guam over the weekend. Now, this is really, really cool. The event featured 6 signature stations, each led by different hotel chefs as well as their teams. The Hilton Resort Spas team served up various seafood appetizers, while the Riga Royal Laguna offered up croffles, pancakes, and hot breakfast favorites. Man, I love croffles. At Hyatt Regency Station, a full Italian spread awaited featuring freshly made focaccia, smoked meats, and an array of cheeses, while Pacific Islands Club offered a carving station with house-smoked brisket, lamb shoulder, and barbecue pork ribs. I am getting hungry, you guys. Sushi lovers indulged in bluefin, amberjack, and Japanese-style seafood prepared by the Nico's restaurant teams with a very special tuna cutting presentation. And to end the experience, the Tsubaki Tower laid out a decadent dessert bar, including Haagen-Dazs ice cream, a matcha fountain, and various finger foods, both savory and sweet. The Ultimate Island Brunch celebrated the flavors of Guam's finest hotels, bringing together local true taste of island hospitality. Yum.
Now for a look at your world at home. Here's a view of East Hagåtña.
Oh, smoking, chilling over here on the island of Guam. A tropical day. Tropical delight here. Kicking back with the brothers. So here we go.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replay. And I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
GU Self Storage, located in Harmon next to McDonald's, offers a variety of storage units. With rates starting as low as $95 per month, we offer complimentary use of dollies, push carts, Pines hand trucks, and pallet jack, with a fully covered loading and unloading areas and ADA accessible units. We offer 24-hour CCTV surveillance monitoring, alarm, and individual pin-coded gate and door access, because your safety is our priority. GU Self Storage, voted Pika's Best in 2024. Call 671-648-7867 today.
Every day, there's something new to discover. Fresh styles, fresh finds, and fresh ways to make your home and family shine. So what's new at Kmart Guam? Ready to assemble furniture, stylish, affordable, and ready to take home today. Dream big with our new selection of mattresses. Comfort you can count on. Upgrade your home with the latest appliances, arriving now. Step out in style with new arrivals in men's and women's fashion. Fresh looks for every season. What's new? Everything. And it's all waiting for you only at Kmart Guam.
Wesley kicks out. Simon, big three. Oh, baby! Wisely kicks out. Simon, big three. Oh, baby!
Sometimes parenting can be hard. What should I be doing? The Guam Early Learning Council includes partners who can provide you with early childhood services and supports. We are here to assist. For resources and information, simply call 311 Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., excluding holidays. Early connection can change everything.
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit applied. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Better Together, Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas, and the Guam Army National Guard. Live here, serve here.
Hi and Hafa everybody. Biba October, it's a new month and we got some cool things for you in News Bites right off the top. Biba Maina too. It's a wonderful little village. The people there are very, very warm and they are having their annual Red, White, and Brew event. This goes to help the church, the village, all of the different civic activities that go there, so please make sure to check it out. It is on the 10th. It's going to be at the church grounds from 6 to 9:30. You are going to have an absolute blast. I've been doing this for several years. Really, really nice church too. I always like going to mass over there. The 2K, 5K run, walk. Make a combination of those, whatever suits your athletic preference, whatever you want to do, but bring the family. That's the whole thing about these runs, right? Bring everybody out, and it's to see what's cooking for our visually impaired and blind community on Guam. It's going to be at Sunrise downtown at Paseo, right? Paseo de Susana Park. This is super awesome. Make sure to check it out. Only $15 per person will get you involved in this. And the Halloween Carnival is coming up. The 31st is literally right around the corner, you guys. It's going to be here before you know it. So make sure you get your costume, make sure you get your makeup, make sure you get your candy, and make sure to check it out because this is going to be the Carnival. $1 for games. You can't beat that. We'll see you there in Mangilao. And then the game of the week. I know today's game was crazy. By the way, the Buccaneers and the Seahawks, those throwback uniforms were nuts. That's when I was a little kid and watching it. But next week we got to go to Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes head to head. Outstanding defenses, lights out offenses. I cannot wait to see this. I really feel good about the Lions this season. I'm just saying, but make sure to check it out. That's going to be on TV8 and on Peacock.
Happy birthday to Santana Marshall Blanc. Great name. May you have a happy, blessed birthday with many, many more to come. Santana, we hope you had a great day today. And a super special happy birthday wish going out to a girl with island roots, Daisy Nybroten. The newly minted 11-year-old loves science adventures. She loves gymnastics. She loves books. She loves backseat karaoke with her friends. And she is a total mama's girl, and her mama is crazy about her. She is getting island wishes from all of her friends out here on Guam, all the way out to Wisconsin. Hey, and of course, we got to say it, go Pack Go. Daisy, we hope you had a wonderful birthday. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
That's going to do it for Primetime, everybody. As always, we thank you for watching, and please be good to each other. Please stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, so welcome, guys. So we do a podcast every month for veterans, all things veterans. So Anthony and I attended your first ever
Civil Legal Needs and Program Priorities Conference.
All right.
It's kind of long.
Yes.
And there was like, I think almost 200 people.
Yes.
Because
there
I
was.
counted, because we're part of the Chamber of Commerce, so I counted the chairs and the table, and the setup was different.
Yes.
So you guys had a lot of tables in there, and every seat, I think every table had someone on there.
Yes.
Then I love the panel setup that you guys did. I was like taking notes, and I said, "Look at this! You're doing a panel." And one of the important things, and why you're here, is because we're veteran advocates. So we saw that you had a veteran on the panel. So can you tell us more about this conference and the veteran, and who you guys are and what services you offer for the veterans?
Okay, sure.
And the island.
Yes. My name is Carol Hinkle Sanchez. And I'm the managing attorney for the Civil Law Center, which is the civil division of the Public Defender Service. So yes, we did have a veteran on the panel, and I thought it was important because we wanted to really express to everyone that regardless of what they do or their living situation, everyone's going to need legal services. It's going to be needed in all walks of life. One of our main programs, so our office is the Civil Law Center, part of the Public Defender Service Corporation. We are government funded, but we also do receive federal funding for certain programs that we provide. And those programs, of course, are always going to be limited based on the federal funds. So with our local monies, we're able to provide civil legal needs to our indigents on the entire island of Guam. And so that conference was geared towards consumer data. We want to get data from the community as to what civil legal needs are needed on our island. And the panel that you're talking about, we set that up so that the participants can hear that there are several agencies or organizations that help veterans or any individual on Guam, which is our office, Civil Law Center, Guam Legal Services, and Micronesian Legal Services.
And I think it was Basil that came to our symposium, right? Yes. And when he was there, right, we almost couldn't get him off, right, the stage, right, because everyone was asking questions, and it's really, really quite interesting. And then he told us a lot of those things, right, about the things that you do, and maybe we can go over that list of things that we actually do, maybe, so that people can hear it.
Yes.
Okay. So our program. As I mentioned, we receive federal funding. I'll talk. The biggest program we have is our Elder Justice program. We're funded through the Department of Public Health, the Division of Senior Citizens Office Title 3B monies, and we provide services for free, and that's to seniors under that program over the age of 60. We're limited in the types of services we provide, which is why we have this conference. We're trying to identify the program priorities, like areas that we aren't servicing, that we should be servicing for the community that they need. Things like deeds, uncontested probates, those are areas that they bring concerns to us, divorce, certain things. Our other program is our advocacy program, which is another federally funded program through the Stop Violence Against Women's grant. And we do protective orders under that program. And it's strictly protective orders because under Guam law, our office and Guam Legal Services are mandated to provide free protective order services to the community. And so under that program, we're able to do the protective orders and limited custody, temporary issues of custody, but we don't touch on to the divorce area. And then we do have the West Care grant, which is the at-risk for homeless veterans grant that we get. And that's by referral from West Care. So if they have somebody who qualifies for the services, they'll refer them over to our office. And then the grant that's what's funded under our local government is what is called our Civil Indigent program, which is where we're really trying to assess the needs of the community, because that's where we can probably expand on the services we offer.
Chee-hoo! The UOG Endowment Foundation and Guam Comedy present the return of the comedy sensation Tamua with his hit Chee-hoo Tour, Saturday, November 1st at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. Tickets are going fast at guamtime.net, so don't wait. Get ready to laugh, celebrate, and shout Chee-hoo!
I thought you worked in his house.
Oh, I'm wherever he needs to fuel up. Oh, Cantina chicken burrito.
Thanks, Todd.
That's the way to do it.
You know what? Let me actually get something to wash that down with, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Easy. Appreciate it.
You've made a powerful enemy, Todd.
I didn't mean.
It appears that you're not the only one doing all this work, and it looks like you brought somebody with you. And maybe we'll have her introduce herself and tell her a little bit about what she does to help you with all these things that you do, because it's a lot of work, right? That you're talking about, and there's no shortage of need, especially for our veterans, right? And when we do this, right, there are a lot of veterans out there that might be up there in age, right? And those folks kind of need a lot of help. But first we'll hear from our silent partner.
My name is Edna Tapashnia.
Yes.
I am the management officer of the Civil Law Center.
Awesome.
My job is to make sure the office runs efficiently.
Oh.
When you come in and you bring all your documents, your appointment is set right away. I take it by priority. If we have to come to your home, we'll come to your home. If we have to come out to the hospital, we will come out to the hospital. We will come and help you with whatever you need as long as we're able to help you.
Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to know, where can they find you?
We are in Sinahanya, where we are right in front of Payless, the 2-story brown building, the old Social Security building. We're on the first floor, right in between the 2 daycares, right before the mobile gas station, right before the traffic light at the top of the hill.
Okay.
All right. And when you talk about organizing everything, so when we heard Basil talk at our symposium and when he was talking at your conference, right, he was talking about somebody in your office that keeps finding work. How do you managing that person?
That's me.
That's
me. I just make sure everybody has a schedule, and if somebody needs something done, I move things around, and we do it based on people that come in and their needs. If something has something that's urgent, we fit it in. Sometimes we take lunch at 2.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes we don't eat at all. Sometimes we have people outside our door before 8. I will let them in. Because I'm there by 6 a.m. So,
and it's important that we know the urgency, because the team is actually launched out immediately.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
So if there's a situation happening at the hospital that requires like estate planning that Basil spoke about, you heard him talk about like wills and power of attorneys. Any kind of healthcare directive that needs to be done, those are important. And if the person's in the hospital and their condition isn't good at that point, the team will go out right away. We'll work with the social worker either at the hospitals or even family members to get the information we need so we can get the documents drafted and brought over.
And that's really important. And back to when you guys are meeting these folks and they come to you, right? Whether you go out or they come to you, how do you track this? Are you guys still paper and pen?
Yes. So we do. We've enhanced our our process.
Right.
So I didn't bring the QR code, but I will share it with you so you can share it to all the consumers and your clients as well. But yeah, we do paper and pen.
Okay.
We actually have a QR code that's our intake form process. We also have we're going to be developing QR codes for every actual service that's being offered, so that it can guide them through the process, and they can be applying for it online. They can call us. Their family members can call us. We can email the application to them.
I see.
And it can be done. But once they submit the application, whether it's through email or to our office, we'll set that appointment right away. If it's urgent, everything's happening quickly, within a day's time sometimes.
Well, that's really good.
Or less.
So I remember calling Carol, the other Carol, Aviles, because a veteran messaged me, or actually messaged or called, I can't keep track, and he said, hey, where can I go for a will? Where can I get help? And then so I called Carol and I was like, hey Carol, where can this veteran go? And she directed me to you guys, and I said, oh, okay, that's good. And so I think when we met, you said, hey, we should be presenting. And so we set that up really fast, right?
Basil said
yes.
we should be presenting.
Oh, Basil said?
Basil said we should be presenting. I said, no problem.
Because that's the veterans that, that come to us, that's what they need.
Yes.
And, a lot of veterans are on a fixed income
Yes.
and they can't afford to hire a lawyer. And so the fact that you guys have, are funded and, you get grants. So so you said it's free.
Correct.
Is there like an income base?
Yes. So the grants I spoke to you about, the federal grants, those are all free. The restrictions, of course, is the 60 and older on our EJC. However, under our civil, because of our local funding, our office is locally funded, under the Public Defender Service Corporation. We're able to assist individuals under 60. Okay. If they qualify as 55, Guam law is our Manamcos are 55 years or older.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Then we would service them through the local funding with the same services we offer to our 60 and older under the EJC grant.
Okay.
So, but if they're even younger than 55, we will still service them if they meet our income guideline.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. And that's one of the things, like with our veterans too, right? So like if we take a look at the healthcare program that we have over at the CBOC, right? That's the clinic right outside of Naval Hospital, right? And that's where our veterans go to get their health care, right? There's also an income threshold there. So if you are, indigent, right, you're allowed to get service there. If you have a disability through the VA, you can get service there. And if you've been deployed to combat, you can also get service there. Other than that, they look at your income. And sometimes that's a bit of a, when as veterans, we look at that, and anytime a veteran needs services, we really want them to get the help, right? And regardless of what their income threshold is, right? Now, in your program, I think there is an income threshold, but I kind of hear that you're saying that there's a possibility that if the circumstances deem necessary, you guys will take a look and try to help them.
Yeah, so the three agencies, as I mentioned, Guam Legal and Micronesian Legal, all of us are income-based. Other programs offered are based on income because of the federal guidelines. But Public Defenders itself, because Public Defenders, under our law, services the indigent, most vulnerable populations, right, that require legal assistance, legal aid, and representation. So we have the criminal side, and then we have our civil side, which is why we service indigent. Our guidelines are a bit different. It's 200% over the poverty, the federal poverty guidelines, and I think we also. So Alaska and Hawaii have different income guidelines, and I think we fall under maybe Hawaii's. I can confirm that, but that's approved by our board. And so we have some flexibility on the income, and if they qualify for the VA clinic, obviously they should come to our office because we're gonna, we'll be able to assist them as well.
Win one championship, you're celebrated. Win twice, they call you a hero. 3 times, they say words like legend and dynasty. 4, 5, 6 titles, they'll say enough is enough. But when you've won it all 7 times, what's left to say? The trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Earlier, I asked about the office and are you paper and pen? So earlier this year, the governor had declared the year of the veteran count and registry, right? And the reason why we do that is our federal government is telling us that we need numbers to receive services out here, and I find that quite hard to believe when there are jurisdictions stateside like Chino, California, and Chico, California. And just recently, I found out that Eugene, Oregon, these folks have similar size populations as it relates to Eugene, Oregon, but they have a smaller number of veterans. And in all these jurisdictions, their number of veterans are smaller than ours, and their facilities are far superior to what we have out here. So whenever they tell me that, hey, this is a it's a numbers game, I tend to not want to believe that when other places are getting the services, getting 5 times the size of our facilities stateside, but yet here on Guam, we're not getting that. And regardless of whether it's a hospital or a medical facility or any name you want to make it, right? We can't have our veterans not being able to be taken care of. So when you're tracking the names of these folks, we said were paper and pen. Is there like some law that requires us to hold this information in a more like automated version? Like, are we on computers, right? Are we able to track the number of folks that come to see you that are veterans?
Yes. So we actually submit, of course, grant-wise, we got to submit reports all the time as well.
Right.
We also submit to the public auditor, our annual reports that will include these numbers.
I see.
We submit to our board. We are governed by a board. So we submit to our board every month. We have meetings. We submit our statistics that have those numbers, and it becomes public record as well. And of course, you can call me or Edna, and you can ask us, and we can give you the number.
Yeah, that's great.
We can give you we'll share our statistics. That's what this conference was about, really.
Right.
Yes.
What we want to do ultimately, it's been a year since we've launched our legal needs assessment. We wanted to really capture the actual consumers we help. That's what the conference was about, was inviting the actual consumers of our services, whether it's a veteran, whether it's an elder, an indigent, a victim of violence. We wanted to invite them and capture accurate statistics so that we can use whatever data comes from them to determine what services they need on Guam. So the intent of it was also so we can generate an annual report that will be public for the governor, the legislatures, for the people of Guam, so that we can account for the services that we offer and why we're requesting to expand in certain areas. We're working with the judiciary as well, and we're working with the Guam Bar. I'm on committees with the judiciary and the Guam Bar. Because we're trying to enhance the services, because even if we can offer it, it's not a part of our priority listing. There's also what's called our pro se litigant form banks. There's also our pro bono services, which I'm trying to revamp. And I'm trying to, I'm going to be working with the Guam Bar and the judiciary, because I'd like to see us revamp it to where, attorneys should give, if they want to, they can do up to 50 hours a year. That's called pro bono, and they get credit for it. And so looking at how we can fix that and looking at what we can do to make it effective, maybe specializing areas that they can provide pro bono, and like trust. We don't do living trust right now. It's a complex, more complex area, but the private bar does it, and maybe we can ask attorneys who are interested and put them onto that panel, almost like a panel they can do, where they do domestic contested. They could get 50 hours of their time there, or living trusts. Things that can be done for the people that aren't able to get the services from either of our offices, whether it's us, Guam Legal, or Micronesian Legal. And I only got that idea when I had to present for the district court on the Power Act.
So you're the one that's creating all the new, more work. I'm just kidding.
Well, she's the one. I'll just blame her while she's here. She's next to me, so I'll blame her.
Well, because at the symposium, Basil was saying, and Mom, we keep doing more things and trying to find more things. So, just for those watching, how can they get a hold of you? I know you told them where, but what numbers can they call?
They can, yes, and Edna can answer that.
So they can call 671-969-3131. If we do not answer, please leave a message. We return everybody's phone call. Even if you don't leave a message, we do call the number back.
And they can also email.
Yes, what about email? Yeah.
So they can also email at support@guamclc.org.
Okay.
Yeah, you can email us there.
And we can adventure out into the future and even do like mobile clinics for your group when you do it. So that's the one thing we did expand on this year. We started mobile clinics.
Very good.
We started in the senior centers right now. So we have one per month until we meet all the senior centers. We're also working with the mayor's office, the consulate, and also the medical teams. And so we'd like to work with you guys too in those clinics as well.
I don't know that you would like to work with us. You're already working with us. And that was really good. And we say that because you're absolutely right. When you guys, all it is was a call. All it is like, hey, what is this about, or what do you have? And you guys are right there telling us, hey, come see us, right? Here's what we have. And maybe we haven't quite focused in on just the veterans piece, right? Because for us, that's where we're at. We're looking at how do we help our veterans, right? And fortunately, right, they fall into the category of your programs, right? And if I'm hearing correctly, it sounds like you want to maybe develop those programs a little bit more so that we can help our veterans.
Yes.
We've been pushing out the fact that, having our veterans taken care of out here, right, is a really great way for us to bring, a different pot of money funding into this island, and rightly so, because we have veterans who have, served their country and they're here on this island, and to not afford them the services and funding the same way their counterparts stateside have it is just not fair, right?
Correct.
And
it's not.
Yeah, and we need to look at that. And for all it's worth, right? Our federal stateside counterparts can have all this funding. They can have all the corporate sponsorships out there, but that doesn't always translate to us here on this island. And if we can work on that, that would be very helpful for our veterans. And you being there is a good start for us, and us sending them there and developing more programs would be quite awesome, I think.
Yeah.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Yeah, and our services are available to them. Although it's not, the veterans at risk is specified. I mean, specific to that, any veteran can come to our office and apply for services, and we'll be glad to help them, give them guidance that's needed. And so, it's open to them. It's not limited. It's pretty much an open program.
Now you mentioned you were doing that survey for needs. Was Guam Legal Services also doing a separate one, or is it the same one?
So theirs is different. Theirs is basically so their own is on. So I'll advocate for Guam Legal. I was a former employee, like 20 some years ago. But they're having their program priorities conference on September 18th at Weston.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I think the public is invited. They get public input. That's to develop the priorities under each of their programs, their disability programs, their protection and advocacy programs. So that helps them. This is pretty much a general. So what's incorporated in our legal needs assessment is the entire island. It's gonna incorporate what Guam Legal provides, what Micronesian Legal provides, what is provided by our Guam Bar and our judiciary. That's for the community to use, and what our office provides. And what it's going to say is that these are the gaps that we're finding. Even if these services are provided, these are the areas we need to expand. These are the areas that are deemed critical for the community, that these are the legal services they're asking for. And we want to find a way to be able to assist them in those areas. I mean, we're limited in resources no matter how you look at it.
Yes.
My office is not a big office. It's an office of 9. I'm lucky to have Basil. He's my part-timer.
Okay.
But it's not a big office. Guam Legal's not a big office.
Right.
Micronesian Legal's not a big office. We have about the same amount of attorneys, three and a half, each of us. And they're very specific.
Right.
That's why going to Guam Legal's forum is going to be important. It's going to help them to identify the areas that they can improve on what programs they need to offer for the island that's critical, right? Micronesian Legal has their set of services, and I'll send you the different listings so you can also post it and give it to your consumers as well. But that's what we want to do. We want to expand and grow and be able to really tailor. So this thing's going to try to tailor what we provide by what is being asked by the community.
Are you? So you guys at. You guys, so you're not. So Guam Legal Service are they a nonprofit?
Yes, they
are. And Micronesian Legal
they're
is
a nonprofit as well. Yes.
Now, is your office a nonprofit?
We're a government. No, we're not. We're a government agency under public defenders. We're We're the civil branch of the public defenders.
I got it. Okay. Yeah. Yes. I just wanted to make that. I didn't know if there was a small piece that fell into that. And so like HMI, we're a nonprofit organization, right? And since our start of our symposium, right, we started bringing these services out. So, we're looking at how are these services going to help our veterans, right? Because our veterans have some services, right? But they don't have all of them. And now they get to see, right, through our advocacy and reaching out to folks like you and how, you guys are very receptive and willing to help, right?
Yes.
It's interesting because many times when our veterans are seeking services, there's always a stop sign. It's never a, hey, how can I help you, right? It's always, well, I don't think we can help you. And regardless of whether there's a threshold, right? I mean, it's still, we can go there. And there's at least a potential if it's a serious enough matter. So, man, we really thank you guys for what you do and how we're putting all that together. And obviously for us, right, each of your areas, right, doesn't just deal with veterans. But what we found is we're able to come to the 3 different organizations and be able to, avail of services, and that's services that we might not have. And I think, right, working together may actually bring